We're here with Rebels coach Gerard Fitzgerald. That's what we wanted. That was our holy grail, a win against the top three side, and not only did we get it today, but we got it with a bit of breathing space in the end.
Yeah, we did, Sean. Yeah, what I was really pleased about, and I said that to the boys, you get a bit emotional, and that's the longer you get in the game, probably the more emotional you get.
Yeah.
But I said to them that I felt 3 or 4 weeks ago we were ready to take on the best sides. Because even though we'd lost our first 3 games, we'd played against some damn good sides. And then we went on that run where we won 6 in a row, and I thought that the maturing way in which we were playing, we could beat a really good side. Well, the Falcons were better than us. We thought for long periods of time we were terrific against the Dragons, and I thought for very, very long periods of time today we controlled the game. And we've got the win now that the boys deserved, and it'll do them a power of good.
You mentioned that we control the game, and the KPIs indicated that as well, particularly on our marks, not just our around the ground marks, but our inside 50 marks, which have been a bit of a bugbear throughout the year, but we hit that KPI right on the head today.
Yeah. And I said to my lads when I first started coaching them that obviously there's a different emphasis to this level of footy compared with what I've been used to. But at the same time, to me, there are some non-negotiables. You need to be able to teach your boys how to play behind the ball, around the ball, or forward of the ball. You need some key strategies which you try and follow. But also you've got some benchmarks which you want the team to be able to hit, because individuals will always prosper and do better in a good team. So in other words, as their coach, I want to try and create a good team environment in which they can then develop individually within that framework.
You mentioned that as well, and it's interesting to see someone like Aaron Shepherd, who came in for his first game today and really worked into that structure really, really well. 3 goals in the end, some really key things as well, and it just shows that a boy comes in for his first TAC Cup game in round 13, and the learnings that he's gathered throughout the year, he's able to just fit straight into the game.
I think that's a great example, Sean, because if we weren't coaching that boy correctly when he arrived at Eureka Stadium on a Thursday for we hopefully is some high quality training. But if we weren't identifying where to play Shep and how to develop him within that role, we wouldn't have seen him do as well today. And I felt that he walked in and played his role with comfort. And now you were right, it was a very, very impressive debut for a boy who looks like he's got a good future.
Still some room for improvement though, as there is in every game, and our tackle count, especially after half-time, did drop away a little bit. Sting went off the game, which is fair enough, but still need to keep that intensity up for all 4 quarters, especially if we're lucky enough to meet the Murray Bushrangers again this year.
That's right, and the sides now that we beat will do a very thorough analysis of us, and so therefore the challenge to my boys, as I said to them post-game, is that how are we going to be better in a week's time? How are we going to be better in 2 and 3 and 4 weeks' time? Because that's what you try and do in footy. You try and get better each week. Now, where that leads you to, I don't know. But one thing you can control is how much you improve and get better, provided you can identify clear strategies in which to get better. It's not going to happen just by saying get better. You need to be able to identify ways in which we can get better and challenge your lads.
Development round this weekend, chance to regroup, a chance for some to recharge your batteries, but a chance for a few as well, just to keep continuing playing footy back at their home club and continue to get some touch. Yeah,
I think so, and I think also the advantage of the development weekend, Sean, I think it's been one of the great things that I've noticed that's come into the competition since I was there 10 years ago. There are some timely breaks. It's a good mental freshener as well, and it's also a good freshener for the staff. So boys can go back and play local footy provided they're fit and not tired. It's also a bit of a freshener for them to go home and have an influence, and if they can't play, well, then they might be able to go to their club training and be involved and help out with the coaching or whatever. So it's a good way for them to remember where they've come from, to recognise and appreciate those who have been a part of their development as players, and just have a bit of time to think about where this particular Rebels group of 2016 can go.
It's a chance to recharge your batteries, as we said. Thanks for joining us today, Coach. Really crucial win, and we keep talking about wins that could kickstart the season. This one could kickstart the second half of the season really well.
Oh yeah, the longer I'm involved in the game, more days like today, you realise what impact days like today can have. These days can become a catalyst to some very good days ahead.
Thanks, Coach.
Pleasure, Sean.